On August 3rd, 2023, supercell thunderstorms would begin to form over the open waters of the Saginaw Bay. Radar was showing lower level rotation, meaning there could have been a rotating wall cloud, impossible funnel, or even a tornado. So me and my dad blasted east to try and catch up with these strengthening supercells, and we would gain visual on these supercells around 5:50 p.m.
Right over the camera, but it does look like there is a very low area. I don't know if it's a wall cloud necessarily, but this whole storm is still kind of growing, and it wouldn't surprise me if it has a pretty large wall cloud on it or a mesocyclone or something, so we're going to catch up to it and see it.
At 6:10 p.m. we gained visual on what appears to have been a rotating wall cloud. It is still possible that this just was a SLC or Scud, but with the radar presentation that we had, I would guess that this is a broadly rotating wall cloud.
It doesn't appear to be rapidly rotating, but it's definitely something.
But this thing was definitely not tornado imminent.
I'm going to wait to get over these trees a little bit better as well.
But we kept up with the storm just to see if it would do something.
Big storm. You can see these clouds ahead of us too are like just going really, really fast. It's kind of cool to watch. I think they're kind of becoming a little bit more disorganized, but they're still decently, I guess, powerful. That looks like the area that we should probably get on, so I think we should go south if we can. Where? Like right behind us, actually. It looks more organized compared to everything else, so I don't know. Yeah, that's actually rotating, I believe. Kind of see it there. It's a little bit of rotation possibly on the radar, so that other one to the south that we were going to initially chase, or try and chase, has kind of died out now, so this one looks like the area. Oh, that's a big puddle, I just didn't see it. This is the area that we probably want to be at.
At this point we realized we weren't going to be able to keep up with the storm because we were on unpaved gravel roads in the middle of nowhere.
That's probably got some hail in it.
So at this point we were left with two options. A, we could continue down this gravel road and try and intercept some 60-mile-an-hour straight line damaging winds, or B, we could go north and try and intercept some growing storms. And well, we kinda did both. At first we continued down the gravel road to try and intercept the possible gustnado or 60-mile-an-hour straight line damaging winds, and then we blasted north to the developing storms. After driving a little bit further on these gravel roads, we finally managed to make it to the gust front, and it was actually pretty cool.
There's a lot of storm debris. Oh, yeah. That's all coming out of the tree.
And so yeah, it was pretty apparent to us at this point that this storm was not going to tornado at all, as over radar it was showing an outflow dominant storm with a leading gust front. So we just decided to wait at this position for a little bit, and then see what happened to the trees, and then we would go north to the new storm that was already showing signs of lower level rotation. Right off the bat, I realized this storm was going to be too high base to produce anything substantial like a tornado. However, it was still a very pretty storm with some great structure views and even a little brief funnel cloud.
Too much yet, at least in terms of strong rotation. However, we're going to chase this one as well, see if it does anything into the evening hours, and if it doesn't, then we'll just head back.
Now when I first saw this, I thought it was just another thing of Scud. However, when I got back home and reviewed all the footage, I'd realized that this was actually a funnel cloud, because if I speed it up, you can clearly see left-to-right motion. Although it is broad, it is definitely there. Now, another quick thing to note is that this thing was most likely a fair weather funnel cloud as opposed to a tornadic funnel cloud.
It's pretty high up. It would be... I don't think it's a funnel. It's probably just Scud, but... There's like the whale's mouth kind of, you know, zoom out, so but definitely a pretty cool looking storm. Just kind of sitting here, figuring out our game plan on if we want to probably go.
After the storm, we just decided to head back and call it a night. However, I did get one final time lapse from yesterday, which was of some cumulonimbus clouds producing lightning in the distance.